Hey, hello again, and I'm looking at what TV reviews posted out here. What we have say about historical revisionism. Oh, surprise, surprise! We were proven right once again. And not only for those the masters we have seen on video games, even for reprintings of older manga. And this case, we're seeing at the censorship in the manga of Akira Toriyama's famous creation. Dragon Ball. So, well, this one from Chibi Reviews. Two piece of a lot of people that wants to deny it exists. Many people seems to be unaware that in the original manga, Bulma had her nips showing on chapter 9, page 4. There were many other chapters that showing them too. However, with the follow-up editions, they censored it out in the manga. Reminder that those things Dragon Ball doesn't have nudity. So, yeah, of course. Akira Toriyama himself, he put it in his textbooks notes. Hey, if even you got some fucking good spicy videos out there, man, give me the prompt. Send it to me. Send it to email. Come on. Oh, I'm going to get trouble with my editor and the publisher. I don't care. Give it to me. Akira Toriyama didn't give a fuck. He never give a fuck when it was to creation. Yeah, and he was one of the pioneers on fan service, and he defended lolicon content there. Yeah, and yeah, what would everyone expect to say? Oh, there was no nudity. Yeah, there was. And you look at this. This is the translated version of Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. Because I remember Yamcha with this outfit. Hey, I still remember that scene when, well, Goku was such a, oh, where is the bulge? Where is my grandpa's bulge? And when he was looking at Bulma, touching that crotch and then pulling off the panties. Yeah, Kira Toriyama didn't give a fuck. And yeah, I don't know why people still bitch about that. Oh, it wasn't appropriated. It was made in Japan for Japanese audience, and that guy said, yeah, fuck it, go far and beyond. But this is the case. When we used to have this content untouched, even for translations, and then look at this. In the modern revisions, they just put soap surrounding all the boobs. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that pisses me off. Yeah, it reminds me also when I was looking for the Great Teacher Onizuka manga. But, well, the editorial that doesn't exist anymore where I live, they had parts of that content censored. And I had to look to the ones that still hold the license of the series because, well, even when that serial publisher, well, that hold the license to print the translated version of Great Teacher Onizuka in Spanish, but they didn't complete it. And the ones that got completely the full manga were the Argentinians. There is an Argentinian publisher, and to my surprise, and at the same note, at the same time, it was uncensored. Yeah, even with Great Teacher Onizuka, you had, well, tits and nips roaming there. And that's my main problem with all this because this doesn't only apply to manga. We have seen it with books. The people are now paying more attention. I heard even some people saying, "Oh, I heard about this book, but well, what year is the reprinting?" Because that's the key important part. Where this one, for example, with this manga, was printed. When was the last year that it got reprinted? Because when you pay attention to those details, hey, even among book holders, they check that primarily because yeah, they were the first ones to come to a little of that realizations that hey, they're cutting content, they're censoring content, they're putting historical revisionism. Whenever what is the reason? At this point, all over those years, we have noticed why it is that censorship. Yeah, they want to deny that. Oh well, it's not that bad. And look here at this. Yes, it was edited. Every Bulma books were shown. They edited it out. More bubbles on her in the shower scene near the beginning and digitally putting a brain on her in that situation. And in the sixth portion of the manga, they read out gun in 17's hand that he was pointing at a guy. I remember about the gun. So now it just looks like he's holding a fist at the guy's head. And the later portions, machine guns were painted over to look like laser guns. But that about all of that visual changing, some text was rewritten, but only those two instances involving guns and every instance of Bulma Bubach was edited. Yeah, but the moment you edit that shit, and look at this, 16 years ago, in that forum that Chibi Review screenshotted. Yeah, this is a fucking problem with, well, reprinting, those remasters. Yeah, video games, manga, books. There is a lot of this shit happening. And that's why 7 is the best way. It's the best when someone inside Japan have the original manga printed when it came exactly with the intention of the creators from the author, scan it, and everyone can actually see. Oh well, this is what they have edited. Hell, I remember when I played a 7 copies of the Resident Evil Director's Cut in my PSP. I was looking at the intro with all the gore, the corpses, and then I didn't know at that time that yeah I had an uncensored version by the Seven Seas because the original that came to the West, even that intro got toned the fuck down, removing gore, corpses, one of the Stars members completely covered in blood when he got attacked by the zombie dogs. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of seeing all of this shit. But yeah, it doesn't. It's important. Even if you find old stuff, try to keep it, and if you can, scan it. Primarily because you don't know if they're going to reprint that one again. They're going to cut stuff. They're going to do the historical revisionism, just like they did to Akira Toriyama manga serialization in the West, at least for English-speaking side. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of seeing of this nonsense. But that's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.